Good day. Welcome to King Wells Everything. We get out the RCA SelectaVision VideoDisc player, and this is basically a competitor to the videotape. And you kind of know what happened because how many people have a SelectaVision disc in their house? Not a lot. It's a pretty cool idea. I kind of bankrupted the company because they spent billions of dollars on this thing. But basically, it's a record. It's a vinyl record that has video on it, and it's a pretty good idea. I mean, it's pretty slick. The quality of it's like a low-end videotape. It's okay. It's acceptable. But at the time, I believe, I don't even remember these being out. Discs like this, they're fairly inexpensive, so you can buy these. They're supposed to be, cheaper than a videotape. And I think the main idea behind this guy is they're going to make a very inexpensive video player. Because you got to remember, when videotapes came out, those the VCR players were like $1,000. And slowly over time, they got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Now they're at the end, they were dirt cheap. But at the time, they were super bucks, man. And you can see over here, I got the sticker right there. I got this for $3.99. I think it was a half price day. So I got it for $2. So it's pretty slick. But of course, like I actually got it at Goodwill. Most things you get at Goodwill, it's broken. It's broken. But I did turn it on there, tested it the best I could, powered up, made some noise. I figured, okay, it was broken. So I spent some time working on this fellow. You can see I got the lid already off here. I think it's got a date code on this guy. This was more towards the end. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. I thought it hit it. Okay, so this one came out in March 1984, right there. So this is more at the very end of the life. This is kind of one of the low-end ones. What's pretty cool about this? Look at this. Gives you the schematics. Oops. Gives you the schematics, a parts list, how to replace a stylus. So everything you ever want to know about this guy, it's right here. That's pretty cool. How many electronics give you a schematic so you can repair it if you want? But it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's pretty cool. It's got these neat records. I'm going to show you I'm going to put it in here. I got it working. I got it 99% working. One of the things I had to do, I went on Amazon, I bought a whole bunch of these little belts, and I actually spent more money on stupid parts for this guy already than what I paid for the thing. I actually doubled up the belts because they're kind of weird belts. They're square belts. I did find like a new old stock. Of course, it was brittle and broken. And one of the flaws on these guys is the belt. Let me turn this for you here. This belt, it's kind of hard to see. Right here, it drives this little pulley, and it's behind this little piece here. It gets all gooey and mushy and turns into like a tar. So it got tar on everything. Cleaning it up was terrible. You touch it, you get it all over your hands. Oops, I already got it on my hands. But I put these little belts on. I doubled it up, and it does work. I do one small issue with it is on this piece here. Let me turn this around. It's hard to see it here, but this cog here, there is a little lever on there that's a little stiff. I gotta oil it. I did get it working. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it a little bit, so that's why I don't have the top back on. But this does work, which is pretty sweet. And I'm gonna show you how it works. Plug it in. If you want some more of the history, go on, look on the YouTubes. You'll find there's a lot of people telling you the whole history of this thing. So let's turn it on. Let me get you a little better position. I got the TV right up here, right up there. And so we have it on. It's got a little L flashing there for load. And I'll stick this in. So I'm still doing a little work on this guy, so it may not go as smooth. It's got a neat little mechanism. It'll kind of pull it in, and then it'll spit it out. Oops. Oh, hold on. We got a problem here. The fuse cover fell off. All right, let's do this again. Like I said, it's still a work in progress. There we go. And then it should spit that piece out. And then you take this piece. And one of the problems I have is this cog here. Still not perfect. You can kind of see it's got the neat disc spinning. The TV should turn on. Just thinking. Let me spin you up a little bit, guys. And see, there you go. And this is my test disc, so it's kind of a little scratchy. But I figure I'd destroy the survivors versus a really very expensive disc. You can see it's kind of scratchy. This one, like I said, I've kind of beaten the crap out of the disc, pulling it in and out. So this one's kind of hosed up a little bit. But it does work. And then if you do reject, we kind of picks it up, and then you do the exact opposite. And see, it says UL down here. And let me get you back a little bit more, guys. And you slide that fellow in, and then it spits it out. So it's pretty sweet little mechanism. And of course, it doesn't hold as much data as a VCR, so you do have to flip it over. It's two-sided record, basically. So it's pretty cool. So we're getting there. I bought this in, I think New Year's Eve. I bought this at Goodwill. They were open. I stopped in, and for a couple bucks, I figured, why not? It'd be kind of fun. It was kind of ironic because, like, the week before, I just got this disc. It's like I never saw one of these before in my life. So I bought the disc. I figured it kind of looked cool on the shelf, and then I found the player for it. So it might have been a coincidence that it's the same. I also do have a whole stack of these discs, so I want to start playing them. But we still got to get a little work on this guy. I think we need some more lubing going on over here. I'm going to get some that little silicone lube and lube up some of the parts that need to spin and twirl and things like that. But it does work. Like I said, this disc is all scratched up because I've been jamming it in there. It's getting stuck, and so I got some nice discs. I'm going to show you those. Let me show you those really quick. So here's the discs we have. Sean Connery Thunderball. And this is a two-part. Takes two discs. Goldfinger, Dr. No, You Only Live Twice. Look how young he is there. Return of the Pink Panther, The Time Machine, Paul Newman, Ford Apache the Bronx, Jazz in America. Yeah, they did a lot of music discs. Kind of like a pre-MTV type thing. Oh, Gone with the Wind Part 2. I don't have Part 1. Officer and Gentleman, The Mirror Cracked, Laura, I'm not sure what that is, and Witness for the Prosecution. And of course, you saw the Robin Williams one, and that's the whole collection I got. And there you go. The RCA SelectaVision VideoDisc player. How cool is that? Kind of a blast from the past. And it's kind of weird. If you do a little search on like Facebook Marketplace, I've been finding people discs everywhere selling them. So it's like, it must have been a lot more popular than I ever thought, because I mean, I'd never heard of it, never seen it. I mean, I was a little young child back then. But still, you would think I knew about VCRs, but this I'd never heard of. I think you can kind of see one of the flaws with it is it's basically a read only, where a videotape you can record. So, but anyway, it's still a pretty cool system, and I'm going to enjoy watching movies on it just for the retro fun of it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy the RCA SelectaVision VideoDisc player. Have a great day.